The legendary goat barn container is our daughter Adelaide's dream of rehabbing a shipping container into kidding stalls, feed storage, and a milking room. We've spent the last several months building out the inside, adding secure field fencing. We just finished repainting the outside, and now we are desperately trying to finish the last major part of this project, the awning roof. Good morning, friends. We got most of the decking done yesterday, but we were one piece of plywood short. Of course, it's always how it works, right? So, went yesterday, got one more sheet of plywood. We're painting the back of it. You might hear the generator running. But look, remember I put two little panels up on top of the goat barn just to keep the batteries topped off. The problem is it's a lot warmer now, and now that we're trying to run the mini split inside here, a little bit more is not quite keeping up. Also, I gotta show you something. Yeah, one of our cats had kittens. Hammerpaw has 5 adorable little kittens. We had her in the dome. She decided to give birth in the dome underneath the fireplace in the dome, which is like the worst place possible. Then we moved her out, we kept her in there, and she moved all of them back under the fireplace. Not good. We don't, that's a whole sensitive situation over there. We don't want animals messing with it. So we moved them back in here, but that means we do need to keep this a little bit more climate controlled. I think it was getting too hot in the dome. So anyway, battery's down at 30% this morning. That's why we're running the generator. Cannot wait to finish this roof so we can get the 12 panels we're going to be putting up there. Then we should have no problem running the system, but for now we're still trying to piece it together. So let's finish the decking, we'll get the underlayment on, and then we got to wait for the metal panels. How ready are you to be done with this?
I'm past ready.
Okay, decking and rafters are almost done. Last thing we're gonna do is finish putting our hurricane ties on. So you always wanna use these whenever you're going from your beam to your rafters, especially in the winds we get here. However, just in case, because we had extra brackets, we're doing it on both sides. So, that side and that side. We have plenty of brackets, but we ran out of screws the other day, so when I got plywood, I got more screws. So we're gonna finish putting these on down the row, and then we can actually move to putting the underlayment on. Okay, time to put some underlayment on. I guess technically, since it's an open air roof, we don't really need it, but we just don't want water like dripping down underneath. Because if we didn't, water could like go through the cracks of the plywood.
Not when there's a metal sheet on it.
Well, but if the screws had a hole in them and some water got through the screw hole, this is like the second layer of defense, right?
Yeah, but all of our screws have rubber washers.
I know, but sometimes they fail. At least that's what the internet says. So since this is a 212 pitch, you can't just roll one of these 42-inch things and then like barely overlap it and do the next one. The next one you gotta do like halfway because the pitch is so shallow, the water won't go down as quickly. So it could, again, this is all like theoretical. Anyway, shallower pitches, you're supposed to overlap more. So we'll probably do like 5 rolls down, I think is my calculations. We'll see. 4 or 5.
Guys, I think that this is made by Pro Armor.
I think so.
But it might be made by Pro Armor, or maybe 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 Pro Armor. I don't know, just a guess.
Branding 101.
Not a doubt.
Put your logo on everything. Oh no, we're out of staples.
I was
Hold
gonna
on.
say, wait.
Hold on.
Maybe. Oh! Now I'm gonna perfectly open it with that perfect catch.
Do it, Jack. Do it.
No, it's not. I missed it.
What do you think?
It's so fun.
It is fun, isn't it?
No, oh, that one was really good.
Proud of yourself? Alright guys, we made good progress today. We got the decking done, we got the underlayment done, but we don't have the metal panels to put on top.
We went ahead and ordered it. It's going to be a few days before it gets here. Yeah. So we're moving on to setting up rainwater catchment. A lot of people are like, you should really put gutters on that. It's always been the plan. Every roof we build will be catching water.
Yep, for sure.
So what we need to do now is we've marked where this water tank is going to go. We're going to move it out of the way so that we can put some pea gravel under it so it has a stable base.
Yeah.
And
well, and the other trick is we have to come out of the bottom of this tank. It's got to go down underground below the frost line. It's got to come up near the container and go through the wall so that we can actually use the sink in the milk room.
Yeah, but today,
hey buddy.
Today we just really need to get the pea gravel out of the truck, and so that's what we're concentrating, and like a little section of the trench to where we're not swinging a pickaxe right near a water tank.
I know. We almost had everything we need to go ahead and just put the pecs in, but I'm missing a fitting, and the hardware store's closed, and Ocho's going crazy. So we're just gonna do what we can do, and we'll get our stuff tomorrow, and we'll finish it up. Cool?
Okay.
All the animals just love you so much.
Just these two.
Hey, you know what? I really like the color of the goat barn.
I know.
It looks really nice. Good right now.
Yep. It's pretty. I like it. Let's, can you... Not here. I was wondering, the tailgate doesn't open. Can you help me try to figure out how to open it?
Yeah. Well, I need to move the tank. I need to move the tank first.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so yesterday we got the water tank into place. We started trenching because we didn't want to be swinging the pickaxe close to that tank. I went to the hardware store this morning and I got as many of the pieces as I could to make all these connections and hook up the sink inside the milk room. we'll see how it goes. This is what we call homestead plumbing, when you find what you can at the local hardware store and you find what you've got and you just try to make it work. We'll see what happens, but for now we need to dig this trench over to where we're gonna drill a hole into the container and run the water line in.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate.
Whoa! Well, we need to dig that out for the garden bed anyway, right?
I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Somebody may have already gone to the hardware store this morning and forgot PEX. So luckily our hardware store isn't too far away, so we're able to go get some, grab some extra fittings. I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to get all this plumbing stuff done and the trench covered up and the bed in place. So pretty excited. I'm feeling pretty good about today. It's gonna happen. Things are gonna happen.
Okay, here's what's happening. We have to drill 2 holes in this container. One for the sink drain to come out, and one for the water and the water tank to go in. Now that everything's all closed up and there's a counter back there and a sink, it's all very difficult to figure out exactly where all that needs to happen. We're trying to take some measurements from inside. Really, the height for the drain is the main thing. The water can go in anywhere, but we want to make sure the water's dropping properly as it comes out. Yeah, a little tricky. We'll figure it out though. From the windowsill. It's higher than I thought it was. You see that? Probably not, huh?
Okay. That is so perfect. Woo!
Oh no, is it too small? No, it's perfect. Oh yeah, look at that. It's pretty high out here. Haven't done a lot of plumbing like this yet, so uncharted territory. I bought a P-trap. I bought an extension and we screwed it all in, and then we've got this little adapter here that'll let us glue the 1.5 inch pipe, but it already had this coupling built in, so it should all be sealed up. The question is, will it come out that pipe properly?
It looks like you're looking at the ceiling.
I'm looking at you.
Looks like you're looking at the
I'm
ceiling.
looking at you.
Okay, so we're gonna glue it up, pour some water down, and see what happens.
Yeah, yep.
I'll let Adelaide pour it down. So if it leaks, it's your fault. Okay.
Trying not to mess up Adelaide's under the sink. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I don't think it'll be that hard to pull.
Adelaide, go out there in case we need to tell you to push it.
I can't get out.
Can you close the cabinet so she can get out?
Small spaces.
You ready to work on a house that has bigger spaces?
A little bit. But it's on the bag. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. And we're using our ABS to PVC green transition cement, because we're going from ABS to PVC. Oh no. That's why I brought these.
I was going to see if you wanted me to open it for you.
Ew.
Almost matches the cabinet.
Almost matches the container.
Get one shot.
Alright, Adelaide, push. Right there, hold.
Is that it?
That was way too easy.
Why haven't we done this before? Bring a big bucket of water and let's see what happens. You know this It's going to be cut.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Alright, I'm ready for you to go ahead and throw it down the drain. It's coming out! Should I do more?
Sure.
Missing the bucket!
Alright, so we got the tank exactly where we want it. Downspout is lined up with where the gutters are going to be. This is going to be our outlet, so whenever you grab a tank like this from Rick at Oasis Water Harvesting, he'll either install us for it. In this case, we weren't ready yet, so he gave this to us. It's already taped and put together. I just added a 3/4 inch PEX fitting here on the end, so I'm going to clean this up, screw it in, and then we'll start running the PEX over to the container.
One thing we really like about the Vijayga Gardens beds is, as you can see, we had to make it a lot smaller. These are originally like 8 foot by 2 foot, and we're able to take a couple panels off and make it just under 6 foot, to where it fits better by the container, because our container sits up on these concrete blocks. So they were just in the way. It was sticking out too much if it was 8 foot. So one thing that we really like. Very adjustable to your needs.
Alright, so the idea here is we want to get it down in the ground as quickly as possible just to prevent freezing. So I'm going to come off of this, go into a 90, go straight down into the ground, and then we'll try to bend it naturally as much as possible. We've also got a little access thing we're going to put around this whole deal and insulate it so that we kind of protect it from freezing and breaking right here. But yeah, just a couple of quick crimp fittings. We should be good to go. All right, ready? So I'm hitting something. Oh, there it goes. So I'll probably just try to keep going and go with the drill and try to pop it up.
So go out there, push it through, see what happens. I guess you need a 90.
Yeah. So we need to get the thing back over here and decide how we're gonna make that turn up into
the garden bed.
Yeah.
Needs to go up under it, right? You going? Hold on. Okay. So as you can see, we've had this insulation in the garage on the ground for a couple years probably, and evidence of pack rats or mice or something. This is just the first layer. We're going to be adding more pack rat insulation. We're going to be wrapping it really well. It'll be fine. This is just extra. We don't really need it, but we're going to put it on there anyway.
Okay, before we do anything else, this is a huge hazard. We got to fill most of this back in. We'll leave it open at each end just so we can have a little wiggle room if we need to adjust anything. The PEX isn't going to leak, so we're going to fill it back in.
We still have to hook up a bunch of stuff on the inside of the shipping container for the water, like the water pump and some other things. But in order to have a test of the water pump, we need to have water. So we're gonna load up our IBC tote so Adelaide can haul some water.
Yeah.
Pretend there's not rocks in there. The babies are 1 week old. Still haven't opened their eyes yet. So cute. Oh, I know. Gotta put her back with mom. I know, I'm coming here.
Alright, first stage. Our PEC's coming in. It's gonna crimp onto this side, and we're gonna switch over to flexible tube on the other side to go into the water pump. T me. Oh, hi. Hi. Hi there.
Is that the right side?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Sure.
So, yeah, it comes in. See, look, there's a little arrow. See a little tiny arrow? So, it comes through the strainer, and then I'm gonna go out to the outside spigot and the faucet. Faucet. Can I get back to you in a minute?
I'm really glad that you know how to do all this stuff, babe, because I don't know anything that you're doing. And there's not room in here. How did this room get so tiny so fast?
Well, there's a lot going on in here.
You decided to furnish it.
I mean, look at its nose was like smaller than my finger. Did you see that sneeze? That was so cute.
Okay, we're almost done. Should have learned when we did the outhouse and you have a weird sink situation where you don't have hot water coming in, you gotta plug the hot water supply line or else the water will go into the faucet and it'll just drip back out the hot line. So I got a cap. I thought it was gonna fit, it didn't. So Adelaide, while she's getting water, is picking up another valve. That should let us block it off. And then once we get the water in, we can test it.
How excited are you? And how many leaks do you think we'll have?
I'm worried about the leaks. The leaks is what I'm worried about.
The maximum leaks will be 1.
No, I think this will be really nice. This will basically make this whole area functional. Like, it hasn't been functional this whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't use the sink. You couldn't use the... I mean, I guess we still have work to do on the garden bed out there, but this is a big step. I can't believe we did this today.
I know.
Like, we did all of it today.
It's like we've learned some things.
A little bit.
We have a small problem. You see that right there? All those old concrete piers and an old fence post? It's preventing our truck from getting close to the new water tank. So we gotta like put a bunch of hoses together in order to transfer the water. So
That's fine. It's easy. We got it.
or we could just pull that stuff up and move it. Get rid of all that concrete.
Much easier than pulling up the post.
No, it wouldn't take that long. That wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that tractor? Oh!
Whoa.
That freaked me out.
What was that?
Okay, that was fine. Everything's fine. Just a small swarm.
Of what?
Bees.
What kind of bees?
Killer bees.
Dun, dun, dun.
Everything's fine. Scared me a little bit, but sorry. Everything around here is dominoes. So like, can't just put the water in the tank because this is a new tank. We've never filled it up. We always want to make sure we clean it out beforehand. Last time we got a tank, it had some rat poop in it. So we just need Ada to get in here and we'll get a vacuum, clean it out really well.
Also.
And we need to drill for the overflow.
Right, because drilling through this stuff is going to create all these little like plastic pieces that are going to get stuck in our filters. So
yeah,
if we can do that and get it cleaned out, it'll be better.
You want to see what's in here?
I can't see, but you can. How clean is it? Did it look okay? What do you think? Okay, so anytime you have a rainwater catchment tank, you always want to build in an overflow, right? Because if you were to get a big rainfall tank were to fill up and it didn't have anywhere to overflow to, it could back up into your gutters, and like if it's near your house, it could mess up your foundation. All sorts of bad stuff could happen. So you just don't want to create a bunch of pressure in that tank. So we always use these. They go in like this, and then you put a mozzie stop on the end of it, which is a little sort of gravity thing that keeps the bugs out. But yeah, so we're gonna put it on this right here for now, and that way if we ever want to add a second tank, we can join them together, and we can also just allow it to go out onto the ground, because I don't foresee this overflowing very often. This is going to get a lot of water usage for the animals, but this way at least we have an option if it does overflow.
Alright, Ada's the only one that will fit in the tank, so she's gonna climb in and vacuum all that crap out. Thanks for your help, Ada.
This one's big. Is she gonna be able to get out?
Okay.
How's she gonna be able to get out?
I'll figure it out.
Is it okay to like do this?
It's okay to do however you need to.
Oh crap.
You okay?
It's so long.
Yeah, it's like a lot.
You got it. Just jump down. Everything on that?
Yeah.
You need the vacuum? Ada's stuck. Oh, you can do it. There you go. See, I knew you could do it. Oh no, oh no. Are you okay? How are we gonna get her out? I think you're gonna have to get up there and pull her.
I could do feet first, right?
How would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do feet first? Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe. Hold on. Yeah, just like go up backwards.
what?
Like push up with your hands on the bottom of the thing. Like a handstand.
I can't do a handstand.
I don't know what to tell you. You're stuck. Surely you can make it out of there. Yeah. You're tiny.
No.
You're so close. Just wiggle. Perfect. Okay, sorry. You don't have to do it anymore. You did all of that without me watching.
Sorry. So mozzie stops. So I was trying to say. So see, when the water pushes it, it opens, but otherwise gravity keeps it closed so the bugs.
So the mozzies don't go in?
The molesies. Yeah.
Don't do that again. Or do it, but only if you're wearing a hat. Oops.
All right, turn that on. So I don't think any of the PEX are gonna leak, but I need to go inside and see if there's any leaks in them. All right, so here's the basic setup. We have our water coming in from the water tank with a shut-off valve going from PEX to flexible. It's gonna go in through the strainer, through the pump. The pump then tees off and it comes up into the cold water of the faucet. And then we added a little shut off and just block this for the hot water so it doesn't dribble out. And then it goes through the wall, through that copper line into the outdoor spigot, which is what we're gonna test next. All right, outdoor.
One thing we need to check.
Yeah. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We've got no leaks. Well, except the drain. We've got no leaks here at the PEX fittings. I think it looks good. All right, a couple things that we haven't talked about. Adelaide is going to be using this sink very little. The only things that we'll be using it for is hand washing and washing a milk pail and a funnel. That's it. And that's twice a day. So it's like maybe a half gallon each time. So what we're gonna do is just have a garden bed here. We're gonna put a little bit of rocks and some wood in it at the bottom. And then we're gonna fill it up, plant some really cool plants. I want to get something that vines that comes up this wall. It would look really cool. But all this gray water, or yeah, it's gray water coming out of the sink. It's just going to feed the plants that are going in here. We still have to put like some more connections to make it like go throughout the bed, but we'll get to that in another video.
Yeah. Also, most of the water being used in this system will be coming out of that spigot right there for the animals.
Yeah. All this water is mostly for animals, but with the sink, there's only, you know, half gallon at a time maybe coming out. So this garden bed should be really great for that.
On the inside, I do need to screw the pump down so that it doesn't bounce around when it turns on. And I think, I was hoping we didn't need to add like a pressure tank or an accumulator tank because we're not really using it that much, but it does kind of hammer pretty bad. So I don't know, we'll decide later if we add an accumulator tank. We'll see. We'll
let her use it a couple weeks, yeah, and then we'll make a decision on that.
If we get one, it will be like a very small one. Not like, we're not trying to pressurize a bunch of water because we just aren't using that much. But
hi, buddy.
Oh, hey, bud.
He's very excited.
Hi, Ocho. Hi, buddy. Hey. Hi. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I think this has been a pretty productive day.
Yeah, high five.
High five.
Also, I think I need to go get, oh, high five, Ocho.
High five.
Okay, I need to get one more load of water and then let her use this.
Like, and then we can like transition off of the IBC, and we can run off this.
I have big plans for that IBC tote. It's going to feed my garden.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Also, we can transfer the water out of that into that if we wanted to.
Oh, we're going to do that.
Anyway, that's another day.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with us.
See you next time.